And we're live from New York City.
Yeah.
From Phoenix, Arizona.
From Vancouver, beautiful British Columbia, Canada.
Lena, you are not in New York City, so...
I am not in New York City. I'm in cold New Jersey.
Oh, close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
Right across the street.
All right. Well, welcome to the Hangout today. You are about to be entertained and inspired and motivated and whatever else we can come up with for you. Hey, is that better? I bet it is. I turned my phone sideways. Huh. Okay, so we are a group of women who are teammates, and we work together, we laugh together, we cry together, and we're here to share with you what we do, how we are running, and literally we are running in 2014 to freedom, and nothing's going to stop us. If there's hurdles, we're going to just leap over them. And I feel like I've got the special running shoes because I was awarded these shoes by Franco. Can you see them? Maybe not. Can you see those?
Just back them up a little bit. They're beautiful. Oh, there they are.
I know. They have magic in them. I tell you, I was running up and down the stairs at the event. I've never done anything like that, but they're powerful things. So our theme today is running to freedom. And let's get this started. I'm Tricia Barnes. I am with the Naked Hippies Road Trip, and my husband and I live in our pickup camper on the open road. We live on a never-ending road trip, and we love it. And because of the business that we have with Empower Network, we can work from anywhere that we choose to travel. That is freedom for us. We've got, I just posted this on Facebook this morning, our dream home is not a mansion. You know, I know a lot of people have that in their vision, that they want this big, beautiful house, but our dream home is a road truck. And it is an RV that is small, much like our pickup camper, but it's very well engineered and has absolutely everything we need in it, and that's our dream home, and that's what we're working for now. We're going to get it. So that's our lifestyle, that's our freedom, and because of blogging, because of Empower Network, we're able to do that, and we're excited to share our story with you, and also to help you break free, so you can do whatever it is you dream of doing. But I want to introduce you to my teammates, so let's call them out. Lena, how about you?
Well, hello. Yes, my name is Lena, and I am from New Jersey, and got the same heart as my friend Tricia here. We're gypsies at heart, and I've got 3 beautiful children, and I've got a husband, Alexander, who I've been with for about 17 years now, and we just want to hit the road, you know, just like Tricia said. We want to experience that freedom, not just the freedom to work and do, work for ourselves, but the freedom to just be where we want to be whenever we want to be, and the freedom to take you along with us. So
absolutely, yeah. All right, Miss Dee Gabrinet.
Hello, Tricia Barnes. Thank you so much. Honored to be here with you, ladies, and oh my gosh, our hearts are all the same. My dream home is no home. My dream is to be a gypsy, and I've always been like that. I guess at one point in my life I thought there was something wrong with me, but now I embrace it, and that's what I'm building is the dream of a gypsy. I want to be able to just go wherever I want with my cell phone. If I have to have a laptop, I'll do it. And there's nothing more empowering and exciting than helping other people with the same heart and the same dreams of, being disconnected from time and space is basically what I aspire to. And anybody who resonates with that message is obviously the type of people that I attract into my life, and it's very, very exciting. So this is, running to freedom. My freedom, my version of freedom, no home. I'm in.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Miss Kimberly.
Well, we're on track. So we do have a vision of being able to travel nationwide and even worldwide at some point. So that's going to be something that's a goal of ours. And just a little background, my husband and I have been in business for over 20 years. And just so that you know, there's something really different about what we do. And there's something special about what we do because it's not about the business, it's not about the product, it's about you. And that's something that I really honed into this last weekend. And I know Lena, on our last hangout that we did just before the event, she really honed in on that then. But it really hit me and it struck me over the last weekend that the business is about you. The business is you. And that's totally different than everything else that I've seen out there. So we want to uplift and help you get to what your dream is. So, you know, hit one of us up. You view this hangout, connect with us, and talk to us about what you want. What's your vision? You know, we want to be on the road traveling gypsy gals, but because we want to know, because we want to help you get to that vision. So back to you, Tricia.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, we do have a common thread here, the gypsy theme going on, and but that's not everyone's dreams. Yes, a lot of people dream of traveling and all, but not so to the extent that we do, that we would give up our home and just be on the road all the time and live in an RV. But so yeah, whatever your dream is, doesn't matter if it's not, you know, this kind of lifestyle that we're having. It's still your dream, and it's very precious to us as well to know, you know, what is it that that just won't leave you alone, you know, that's in your heart, and it just will not leave you alone, and you just know that you've got to do it. That's what we're here for, to help pull that out and to help make it happen. Because when it does, it's amazing. When you have that freedom, you know, just to the time freedom, especially, you know, when I left my job in July, it was quite an adjustment to not have to watch the clock every day, you know, be at work at 8 and then watch the clock for it to reach 5 o'clock so I could get out of there, you know. The time freedom is magical. It's hard to explain it until you've experienced it. All of us, almost all of us, were at the Miami event. Dee didn't get to make it all the way from Vancouver, kind of on the opposite end of the country, but Lena and Kimberly and I were at the event in Miami that just ended on Sunday. And so just a brief recap, I guess, of, yeah, there were a lot of amazing things that happened there. What was your biggest takeaway from that event? What just totally, you know, wowed you or impacted you or transformed you? What was it at that event? What one thing instead of 10 million, because there were a ton? How about you, Lena?
Wow. Well, you know, this is actually my second event, and it never ceases to amaze me that every time I go, I'm just taken back by how anybody and everybody can do this as long as you follow the system, you know, the formula that they have in place for you. I mean, what took me back was there were so many different people from so many different walks of life, from grandparents, you know, seniors, to people who were blind, who were deaf, to high school dropouts. So, you know, this is not rocket science. And you know, then you saw Lawrence Tam, who he was an engineer for so many years, and he quit that job to do this full time, and he's been so successful at it. And then you have someone like Justin Varenja, who all he does is preach love and light, and he's just this hippie Jedi, who he too has been so successful in it. And the different varieties of people and how much success that they've all had, you know, like 95% of everybody who does this makes money as long as you apply yourself. So that to me is what I take from these events. That's what impacts me. What about you, Kimberly?
Okay, so Tricia, do those hard questions where tone it down to just one thing. Oh my goodness.
I know.
That's hard.
Not only my time, it's your time, but it really gets down to the people. I found myself in the service of people. I had the privilege, along with Tricia, to be on the cast where we helped with the production staff of the event, and it was long, hard days, 18-hour days, but it was amazing. And at this event, Tricia will tell you, I wanted to be in the background. I didn't want anybody to even see me, and I think I was probably one of the visible people of the event.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, with my little pink hat, and people were recognizing me and asking me questions out afterward. But I found myself because, to begin with, I didn't think that was me. Oh, that's not me to be out there, outgoing, high-fiving people, getting people to do a high-five wave through the line. You know, all these little extra things that I really was able to connect with the people. And when I would high-five people and tell them I believe in you, and I'd look deep in their eyes and tell them I believe in you, or it's your time. And for a long time, you know, from the beginning, and Dave would get on the stage and they would say, I believe in you, I love you. And I'm like, but how can they really do that? And I found that. This weekend I found how you can really mean that, how you can mean, yes, I do believe in each and every person and their capabilities. And I wish, because you can see it in some people's eyes that they don't believe it. And you just want them. You want that for them so bad. You want them to believe in themselves because they're so capable of achieving so many great things. But for me, my biggest takeaway was I found myself in the service of my fellow EN family.
That was amazing, Kimberly, because I know you were trying to hide. You know, what could I do in the background so nobody sees me and everything? And you blossomed. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I agree with you that serving there instead of being on the receiving end, instead of being an attendee and sitting in the audience, being able to serve was that was the biggest transformation for me. And I served on the high five team. I would be at the door when they let the crowds in, and I tried not to miss anybody, giving them a high five, welcoming you. And you could see people coming from a distance, and you could tell by their look that it was like, oh, here we go. You know, they weren't excited. And you could greet them and high five them and give them something positive, and their whole face they would be transformed. It was like somebody recognized me, somebody, you know, just that little bit made a difference. And I mean, it gave me back so much more than I was able to give, and I will do that again and again and again. It was worth the long hours. It was worth the exhaustion, and it was worth the connections that we made with the people on the team, people that we would have never really met and spent time with like we did there. So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway: the power of serving, you know, and that's what we bring home with us, is that we're still in that service to others. You know, that's what we're going to take into our business throughout the rest of the year. We're here to serve you. You know, we're here to help make you feel welcome, help make you feel comfortable, and help make you feel great, because you are. So, yeah, it was an awesome event. Dee, what did you hear on your end as you watched from the sidelines?
Oh my gosh, you know, there's nothing like being at a live event. I've been to Denver, but having the ability to live it through your teammates via Facebook and videos and pictures is simply amazing. And you can, if you've ever been there and you felt that energy at a live event, you can call that. I called it up again through you, and simply amazing. It's just palpable. The energy is palpable. I'm a person that it's not so much in my head as I am in my feeling center, and if something I can feel my whole heart expand. If I get that feeling about something, sense. I'm in, like both feet. And this is what I feel all the time within this group, within this community, within this team. it's very, very powerful and very, very hard to put into words. But yeah,
It is. Yeah.
I lived the event through you, and I thank you very much for sharing all your journeys online.
It was amazing. It was, we'd have the crowded auditorium with thousands of people, but then we would have those special times at the end of the event where we'd meet in the lobby or meet at the coffee shop or the bar and be able to sit and talk in a more intimate group and just kind of unwind together, decompress and share and laugh, and just be ourselves. And that was another best part of the whole weekend, was having those moments. Great, my battery's going to die. I'm not going to let it. I am connected, but it's not recognizing it. Okay, so, all right, so just so you know, there's regional events coming up, and we would all encourage you to get to one of them because that's where the magic happens. You can watch from the sidelines. You can stay home and get a lot from everything that everyone posts, but when you're there, that's when the transformation really takes place. That's when it all comes together and you go, aha, yeah, I get this. I get this big time, And so the specific dates have not been announced, but in April the event will be in Seattle, close to Dee. And in May it will be in New Orleans. I know. May is New Orleans and June is Charlotte. So just keep that in your mind because you're going to be hearing more about it, and start planning to get there. It will change your life, literally. It will absolutely change your life, and you will come there not really knowing what to expect. You will leave there knowing exactly why you were put here on Earth. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so the business that we're in is blogging. Empower Network is a blogging platform, as well as personal development, as well as marketing training. But it all starts with the blog. And someone take this question. It doesn't have to be all of us, but talk about blogging. A lot of people get confused about that. They think they have to be great writers, and, I could never do that. I don't know how to write. So who wants to take that one? Who wants to settle those fears and explain how easy it is to blog?
You want to go ahead with that one, Dee?
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The big, huge fear of mine was blogging. And what the heck am I going to... I've got lots of stuff in here, but putting it into words, that's a whole different ballgame. Doing videos, all that kind of stuff. But when you're surrounded, or when you choose to surround yourself with leaders and people of passion and vision and people who speak their world into existence, you're never at a loss for content and something to write about. Take, for instance, the Inner Circle audios. One audio you could make 20 posts out of. And your posts don't have to be, a dissertation. Blog posts can be short and sweet and make a point. Share your heart, share what you've learned, because we're continuously learning and evolving and growing, and really all we're doing is just sharing that journey with our audience, whoever wants to listen, that journey of learning and what we've learned and sharing what we've learned. So it's so simple. Might take a little bit of techie skills, and I am not techie in the least. A little bit of techie skills in the beginning, which of course, the support and the training that we have is second to none. But after that, it's too easy. It's so simple to do. It's copy and paste. Copy and paste, simple, and it's fun. It's fun to share your heart and share your stories.
Absolutely.
And I love following my teammates' stories and journeys and ups and downs and all of it. It doesn't have to be just good stuff. We share the struggles too. Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyone else want to add to that?
Yeah, I have some.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
sorry.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Spin off what Dee said too. It doesn't have to be just empower either. Take a look at one of our fellow cast members, Alicia. She plays the piano on her blog, and she's rated one of the top 50 blogs. And there's different things you can do. What is your passion? That's just like these passion. If you are cooking dinner and you have a great recipe, share it on your blog. Recipes get shared viral like that. So do what you love. Do what is you. If you are a rock climber, if you love boating, yacht, if you love taking walks outdoors and taking pictures like beautiful Trisha, then do that. Blog about it, show your pictures, show you, and you're going to attract the right kind of people to you that want to synergize with you. And that's, we talked about that on one of our other hangouts. You're going to attract the right kind of people on your team for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%. I mean, I've realized that the type of people that have been reading my blogs resonate with me. We have something in common. We share a common ground, and that to me is just phenomenal, that I can go online and attract people that are just like me, and those are the type of people that I'm attracting to my business. So whenever I post anything about myself, or let's say, for example, maybe I went through something in the past that I was able to overcome, some type of hurt or whatnot, and not everybody knows how to overcome these things. So, I mean, I'll write about it, and I'll post it through social media, and that's the type of people that I get, people who have been through the same thing, so they can relate. And when you're able to relate with somebody, when you have a common ground with somebody, it's just so easy for you to connect with that person. But it's like Kimberly said, you can write about anything. How many times do you not go to the internet and say how to, to find something, how to, you got some type of a wart on your hand, how to remove this, wart on my arm. It's disgusting, yeah. So, like, if you have a wart on your arm, you write about it on your blog. I have a wart on my arm. How do you get rid of it? This is what I use. I'm all holistic and natural. People write about, stuff like that. And what I love about the Empower Network blog is that it's set up to where you don't have to do any coding. You don't have to do SEO or anything like that. And they have all that set up there for you. So you could just post it and share it, and you're good to go, and you attract people. It's as easy as that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That reminds me of the article I wrote about why I loved cleaning bathrooms, and because I was raised cleaning bathrooms. My family were the custodians at the church, and that was just part of our job, So I did it all my life, and then after I got married, we got the job of being custodians, and so I continued that. And then we get to the campground, where we're the camp host, and part of our responsibilities was cleaning bathrooms. And so many people react like, oh, I could never, ever do that. I'm going, oh, piece of cake, no big deal to me. But, yeah, you just write about what's going on in your life, what you do, what, it's good or bad, fun or scary, whatever, things that you learn, things that you've seen that have inspired you, other people's stories. It's just, you can never run out of content. That's a block that I won't accept, because the world is your encyclopedia. The world is your content, and So, all right. So as we progress in Empower Network, we realize that there are different products that are available there to help us learn more about how to grow our business. We have the Inner Circle that is designed for personal development. It's audios that you listen to, and listen to those daily, and your life is changed. I mean, it is just feeding you with personal development. And we have that product, and then we have the Costa Rica product, and we have the 15K product, and the Master's Course, and they're continually adding more products, because they realize we're in a changing environment on the internet. Technology is always changing. Everything's changing on social media. You never can be sure that it's going to be this way next month, next year, whatever. So they stay on top of that, and they update products, and they bring out new products to help you grow your business. And so I wanted to ask you, talk about one of the products that you've used and that has helped you. If any of you want to talk about that, come out and share that. Doesn't matter who wants to go first, or if none of you want to, I'll just continue talking.
Trisha, I would love to share my favorite I have more. They're all awesome. They're all amazing.
They are.
But my absolute favorite, I think, is the 15K formula. It has been completely transformational to how I market online, where I go, the different things that I do. Is in there, as well as teaching us the how-tos. Also, the personal development just is at another level. It really is. But with all the products, one thing, some people will think, well, our products we had was the Costa Rica Mastermind. And just like one of our mentors, Franco, was saying in his group the other day, people say, well, that was one of the first products, it's outdated. You know what, though? He's right. The information in there is not outdated. It still applies. It still works. It's still, it's made him, it's made myself, it's made, I'm sure, several of you here, thousands of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, information that helped us gain more leads, helped us to elevate our business to the next level. Every single one of those products are key, and it's key that that they do them in steps. They are available to us as we're ready for them. So when they get power, they don't realize the mass wealth of knowledge that's available to them, and some of them just frankly aren't ready for it. But as they are, I think that's just awesome. That it's always there. It's at the touch of our fingertips. We can access that.
Well, I know that I enrolled in college. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I enrolled in college at age 50 because I never did it when I graduated from high school. I got married and started having kids, and I was always told that you need to go to college in order to be successful, and I never did that. So at age 50, when I was newly divorced, I thought, boy, I better take care of the rest of my life. Now I'm on my own. So I enrolled in college, and I wanted to go into marketing. That was my interest, and so 2 years into college, online classes, halfway to a degree, and $30,000 in debt, I realized that this was just bullshit, plain and simple. I would have to go, I mean, can you imagine 2 more years, $60,000 in debt, and it would take me, I mean, my kids would have to pay off my college loans. I mean, it's ridiculous. And so I get to Empower Network, and everything I need for marketing is right there. I don't, and it's not 30,000. The 15K.
Fraction of the cost. Yeah.
Teensy weensy. I mean, and it's and you were talking about the Costa Rica not being updated, but the 15K was. They went back and redid it. They said, hey, some things have changed. We're going to update this. We're going to do some more videos and update this for you because technology changes so fast. Yeah. So it is absolutely the best personal development and the best internet marketing training that you will find all in one place. Guaranteed.
Ever.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I've been in this game for a long, long time, and all I ever wanted was for somebody to give it to me straight. Just tell me what I need to know, and I'll run with that.
Yeah.
I've found over the years some great mentors, some great information, some great personal development, but it was always missing something. There was always something missing. I never could quite put my finger on what that missing link was. I think that probably the biggest issue before Empower Network was that you would get your personal development over here, you would get your marketing training over here, you would get list building training here. I paid $1,000 for a copywriting course once that was 3 hours on the phone with a mentor, and I got absolutely nothing out of it. But it was all over the shop, and there was no cohesiveness, there was no leadership, there was no support, there was no team in place to help there where we helped each other out. Everybody was out for themselves, and the gurus didn't really want to give you the full picture, because if they did, then they would lose you as a customer. They wouldn't have you as a repeat customer coming back for more training, more masterminds, more, flying out to some obscure island somewhere for more training. Where since Empower Network, everything is in one place, and I loved what Kimberly said. It's all there for you when you need it.
When you're ready.
You don't have to definitely buy all the products. I recommend that to everybody. but it doesn't mean that you need to devour them all at once. Start where you're at and move through what you're learning and learn and share and make money. Because Tricia said it would have cost her $60,000 to sit in college to learn to earn a degree from somebody that's probably never marketed anything in their life.
Exactly.
It's all theory, and she wouldn't be able to make any money until she actually came out and got a job, if she could get a job in her field, right? This is so incredibly different. You're learning from people that are in the field doing it right now. Everything is updated. I mean, some stuff is basic information that will never change, right? And we teach that all the time. But another beautiful thing about Empower Network is that everything is always evolving. It's not static. It's not stagnant. It grows. It grows with the membership. It grows with the leadership. Yeah, I can't say enough about it. I can't say enough about one bite at a time, because it is an elephant. But just one bite at a time. It's a beautiful elephant.
I agree, and you know what? Just with the basic blogging platform alone, what you get, the value that you get with that, you know, once you're in there, you get all of these videos. You get the 8 core commitments, and then you get the 13 blogging blunders. So they teach you exactly what to do and how to go about doing it. So, you know, that to me is priceless.
I can't believe it's only $25 a month.
I know.
I can't believe that what you get for $25 a month is what they give us.
Exactly.
That
you know.
Itself.
And some people say, well, you know, why don't I just go ahead and get WordPress? WordPress is free, or whatever other blog, you know, thing that there is out there. Oh, well, they're all free. Yeah, they're free, but, you know, number one, you have to know the coding. Number two, you don't know SEO. Number three, Empower Network, it comes with all of these videos that it teaches you how to get your stuff out there on the internet. And, you know, you come out winning because you come out with a team of 170,000 people, you know, that are behind you, that are rooting you on. You don't get that with WordPress. You know?
Absolutely. And number 4, it's a viral blogging platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go out there on your own, set up your own little blog on WordPress or Blogger or whatever you want to do. But you don't get that SEO juice that comes from being on a viral blogging platform like Empower Network. Our Alexa rating, last time I checked, was we're in the top 200 in the country. That's just been done in 2 years. So that shows you the power. I mean, if your intention is to be seen on the internet, to have eyeballs on your blog in order to make money, then this is the way to do it. Because if you do it alone, it's going to take you a whole heck of a lot of time and work and money to get that done. And that's provided for you. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So
no matter what you're promoting.
Line too, Tricia. With each of our products, this is an awesome aspect, is that each product opens doors for you. It just really does. It opens opportunities, these new doors with each new product.
Absolutely. You keep growing. You know, we call it a leadership factory. You know, that's why I forget who was talking about, the gurus in the past, in the other industry, in the other systems, didn't want you to know all the secrets because they knew that you would, you know, take their place or go on and do your own thing. Here, we want you to grow as a leader. That's our intention. We are growing leaders who will just, you know, continue that on to the next person and the next person. So yeah, we're a leadership factory. I like that. Okay, I think I'm going to lose power. Hang on. No. We'll try that plug. Okay, looks like it's charging now, I think. Okay, so all right, let's talk about. We are all within Empower Network, we're part of the Simple Freedom team. And I'd like to talk just a little bit about that to explain, you know, so there's no confusion, but, you know, what the heck? I thought it was Empower Network, and now you're talking Simple Freedom. It does get confusing. There's a lot of teams within Empower Network. As I said, we're building leaders. And as those leaders grow their teams, that team becomes, you know, a big conglomerate of great people, and so they branch out and they do things in their own way. And then there's numerous teams within Empower Network. We happen to be on the Simple Freedom team, and our motto is keep it simple. Keep it simple, because we know how it is to be a newbie. It wasn't that long ago that I was, and it's easy to get overwhelmed and to feel like you can't make sense of anything, and sometimes you feel like you're the circus performer spinning the plates, trying to keep everything going, and just running around frantically trying to do everything. And at Simple Freedom, under the leadership of Franco Gonzalez, we simplify it. We do not want you to have that confusion, and so he, under his leadership, it's just, that's what attracted us to him, was that it doesn't have to be complicated. This is easy to do, and you can do it. So talk a little bit about your experience with the Simple Freedom team, with his leadership, and why you feel like that is such a value for people to get, lock arms with us there.
Well, Tricia, I would love to hop in here real quick and just say, when so many people, when they start researching a business to join, and then teams pop up, and the question's going to come to their mind, who's going to offer what I need to take me to my personal self to the next level? And there's a lot of different systems out there, and they can be very confusing, like Tricia said. But I can tell you this much: when you can keep things simple, and that's one thing that this team does, Franco and all of the leadership within the team, is we don't forget where we're from, and we look down and remember what it was like to be started. To get what it was like to, especially for some of the people getting started that are brand new to the internet and to Facebook and to all of that. We don't forget what it is to have the frustrations of not knowing funny language that we talk about, and we're there to reach down, and Franco is a great example of this, to reach down and pull people up and help them every step of the way, not handhold, because we don't do that, because that's kind of like breaking the butterfly out of the cocoon. We don't want to crush your ability to fly on your own. We want you to spread your wings, and that's what Simple Freedom is.
Awesome. You're right.
Yeah. At your own pace, however long it takes. Franco saw a need in the marketplace, and he filled it because of exactly what Kimberly just said. He remembered where he came from. He remembered the struggles. He remembered being confused. He remembered being ripped off by gurus. He remembered only getting half the story of what he needed to become successful online, and he saw that need. And one thing about Simple Freedom is that I think when we first start out in this, I'm sure that we can all agree, is that when we first start out in this type of a business, it's all about us. We want money. We're here to make money. We're here to change that paradigm of you got to go to work at a job to make money. So the focus is all on us. But as you grow through this type of a team and this kind of heart and mindset, the focus, Linda posted this the other day, and I can't remember exactly how she worded it, but it was beautiful. The focus comes off of you and onto other people, because you see now where you may not have seen before that this can actually duplicate. My biggest struggle in all these years has been, okay, I get it. I see how the comp plan works, or I see how these products are awesome or whatever, and I see how I can do it. But I was confused, and some of it was tough, and I thought, man, I show this to somebody else, they're going to say that, no, that's too hard. It doesn't duplicate, because things became a little too complicated, and the more I learned from gurus, the more complicated it got, because I had to build systems and blah, it just goes on and on and on. But the more I hung out with Simple Freedom, which has been years now, the bigger the picture became. I could see the vision, I could see it much more clearly, and the simpler it became. And this is what duplicates. Simple duplicates. That's all there is to it. Franco understands that. Our team knows that. And you just got to move along at your own pace and not complicate it for yourself. I think most people, they complicate it for themselves because they feel like they have to go back and watch all these hangouts from 2 weeks ago because I missed it, and start from where you are and just move forward. That's my advice to all my teammates. and just don't complicate it. Just find something that really resonates with you, stick to it like glue, and learn it until you master it. Then move forward.
That's true.
Great advice.
That's true. You know, we got to sit down with Franco for dinner, and I'll be honest with you, when he talks about simple freedom, like he means like Franco is like literally a simple guy. When you hear his voice and the way that he talks, he's just like, no, and the way he explains things, it's okay. You know, it's just like this, and it's easy. And look, and it's 1, and it's 2, and it's 3, and it's like, yeah, I get it, man, I get it. So being able to sit with him during that time, during dinner, and just listening to how he was talking, it was nothing complicated. It was just like, well, like he said, it was simple. And I actually commended him on that. I was like, you know, Franco, I really appreciate what you do for the team, and you're just so simple. And then Trish was like, yeah, simple freedom. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's right.
We can make it hard, but we don't have to. You know, people tend to they complicate it themselves. I've done it myself. I can relate, and I can understand where people are coming from, because they feel like they have to learn so much and do all these things, but you don't. You just start where you're at and move forward and forget about that. You have to empty your cup, as they say. Just
that's true.
Forget everything you've learned and just start all over again. Start from scratch. Be a kid, excited about learning something new.
Exactly. And you know, the easy thing to do is to model the leader. Find the mentor or the leader that resonates with you. For us here, it's Franco. And we do have other leaders that inspire and that we watch and we model. But Franco is my go-to guy. And that's because he resonates with me. His heart and my heart are connected. We have the same vision, the same passion, the same feelings about helping people and keeping it simple. It's just, you know, he speaks my kind of language. And I would say that to you, for anyone who is desiring to grow their business, to make this thing work for them, you've got to find that mentor, and then you model what they do. Watch. It's called playing follow the leader. It's just for grown-ups, you know. And yeah, that's what you do. Follow them. Do what they do. Learn from them. Watch it, and do it yourself. Copy. Do it. Do the same thing. That's how the game's played. That's what we do. That's what we do here. All right. So let's talk. Okay. So someone on this hangout is brand new. They were intrigued by this group of women who are crazy and come from all walks of life, kind of, and so they're intrigued. I'd really like to do this, and we've already talked a little bit about our Simple Freedom group. But what would be the best advice you'd give to a newbie who's looking at us, saying, "Wow, I wonder if I could do that." They make it sound so easy. What advice do you have for that person?
Well, that's a really good question. You know, the advice that I can give you is you're not alone. You're really, really, really not alone. And that to me is powerful. You're not alone in your journey with blogging. You're not alone in your journey with making this into an income. You've got a whole lot of people here who know what they're doing, who know what they're talking about, and they are ready to teach you everything that you know. We're just a click away. You've got over 170,000 people, so literally you are not alone. You know, that's one thing that brought me comfort, knowing that I'm going to dive into something that I have no idea how to even get started, but I knew in my heart of hearts that it was something that I needed to do in order to live the freedom lifestyle that I wanted to. And we dove into it, and ever since then we have not been alone. As a matter of fact, we have adopted a brand new family, and I can say that oh my God, like, I get emotional because my life has changed so much, dramatically, in these past, I'm not even going to say how long, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But I've grown, and I'm not alone, and there's been so much success, and there's been so much connection. So that's the advice that I can give to you. You're not alone. There's people here who are dedicated to teaching you everything that you know. All you have to do is just apply it. That's up to you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
And I can say, as a new person, I remember what it's like to be sitting listening to people, having my credit card in hand, and thinking, can I do this? Is this for me? I know what that feels like to have your heart pounding and you're thinking, do I push the button? Do I join now? And the answer is most certainly yes, you join now. And here's why. Because you're in your comfort zone might not be comfortable. I know a lot of people whose comfort zones are not comfortable, but they're inside that zone because that's what they're used to. That's their normal. Nothing exciting, nothing worth accomplishing is inside that comfort zone. Everything that you want, everything that you desire happens when you click that Join Now button and you get started on a path to something. And if it's not this, then what?
Absolutely.
This is your answer right here and right now to how to get started on the internet. We're the people to speak with. We're the people to get you started and get you going on that path. So somewhere underneath this video, or connect with us on Facebook, on our YouTube, and let's get you started, because outside the comfort zone is where the magic happens.
Absolutely. There's definitely a measure of fear when you're embarking on something that's brand new to you and you have no idea how you're going to make it happen. But as all the ladies here have said, and for myself personally, I have never ever been involved in. I've been around for a long time. It's not my first rodeo. I've never been involved in a community, an environment, a culture where in this industry where everybody helps everybody else. It is not dog eat dog. There is no competition. It's all collaboration. And even for the tiniest little techie detail of how to set up, I don't know, a username on when you're signing up for something, all you need to do is reach out to somebody and say on chat or whatever, email them and say, hey, how do you do this? And they will show you. There's no, oh, I can't help you because you're not on my team, or there's none of that going on here. This is a 100% support, in-service community and culture, and that's what it's all about. It's all about growing people. You grow yourself, you help serve and grow other people. Simple.
Absolutely.
Simple.
Absolutely.
Freedom.
Simple freedom.
Yeah.
It's I think people are surprised by that, especially people that have tried other things before and haven't had that level of support, and so they just think this is another one of those. And the only way that we can tell you that it's not is for you to get in and experience it. You just gotta get in and get your feet wet, and you'll see. Because we're different. We're totally different.
It's $25. Come on. We're all adults here. If you don't like it, give us 30 days. If you don't like it, then you can go. We'll still love you. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Right?
The message is just try it on. See how it fits. Because until you take that first step, like you said, until you make the decision to step outside of your comfort zone, to step past that fear of, oh my God, this isn't going to work for me. It's going to be like everything else. Step past that. Be a little bit uncomfortable and just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. We believe in you. Just like every person I high-fived through those doors of the event last weekend. I believe in you. Tricia, Dee, Lena, we all believe in you. Now the question is, do you believe enough in yourself to click that buy button and get started today?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, we've got about 10 more minutes, and we've been going hot and heavy here on what we do and how we make money, and I'd like to inject a little humor in this because I would imagine that you all have some funny stories about experiences of trying to make money before, whether it was from your home or whether it was online. I just know you got them because we all have them. So you got one to share?
Oh, you know what? I do. Ooh.
Oh, I thought so.
I do. You know, okay, so again, we're gypsies, right? We realized, all right, we cannot stay in one little tiny home, so we got to get out of here. We got to go travel. So we decided we need a business to take on the road with us, and that's when we decided to, you know, get into the MLM industry, right? Because, I mean, it's a business, and you could take it wherever you go. So we dove into it. We hit it really hard. I mean, we did all the hotel meetings. We called everybody. We called my grandparents. We called my mother. We called my sister. We called everybody. I mean, we were harassing people. I even told my husband, I feel so awful. Like, it was so bad that whenever I would sell a package to somebody, I literally wanted to just give them the money back because I felt so bad for having harassed them for such a long time. So, but you know what? We signed up a whole lot of people. We really did. And, I mean, my husband, he works a lot of hours. And the little bit of time that he did have, we were spending that time in hotel meetings or just doing meetings in our house or going to somebody else's house. And my kids were like, Mom, Dad, these businesses are actually supposed to give us more time, but it's actually taking away the little bit of time that we do have with each other. So we realized that, and we were also running out of people to talk to. So, you know, that's when we went ahead and we went online and we started to look up some other things, how to make money while traveling and whatnot. That's where I found the Naked Hippies road trip. But you know, we did it, and let me tell you that we really hit it hard, the whole MLM industry, and we signed up a lot of people, and the checks were nothing compared to Empower Network, nothing. Empower Network is 100% commission, and these checks, I mean, we signed up a lot of people. When I tell you that we have a lot of people under us, we have a lot of people. And the checks are in the hundreds. You know, 100, 200, 300 here and there, and you've probably got like 200-300 people under us, all right? And that's just the reality of the situation. If I were to have 200-300 people under me in Empower Network,
wow,
I would be.
Yeah.
When
You will.
Yeah.
When you do.
When I do, exactly when I do. Because I mean, if I did it with that type of company, I could do it here much easier from the comforts of my own home. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. So, and I'm getting to know these people on a personal level, and we're creating not just a business relationship, but a personal relationship where they get to know me and I get to know them. We're connecting. So to me, that's just, it goes further beyond that industry. So yeah, I've got a whole lot of stories that I can tell you on that note. But that was just my testimony, and I'm just so grateful for Empower Network and the fact that I even found them. So, you know, I'm going to rock this, baby. And
absolutely.
If you want to rock with us, I suggest that you click that link below, seriously, because this is 100% commission. Nowhere else are you going to get that. I'm sorry.
That's awesome. And I just want to throw in here real quick, because we are talking somewhat about money, is we're not common people, and so results are not common. They're not typical. So be sure to check out our full income disclosure on our website. You can contact us if you need that link, and we'll get that for you. Excuse me. But I want to speak for just a second to the business owners out there, because that's my background originally. When we started, when my husband and I, we moved to a new state, got married, and started a brick and mortar. So I can guarantee you we are not common. We are very straight. We owned several cell phone stores in the state of Washington, and my dream was that we would have children. And my idea before I knew what it took to be a parent was that I was going to have my baby in the corner of the store in a playpen. She was going to be quiet while we ran our business. Now, you're laughing at me because you know that's not as time went on and we started, we had our first baby and she was born premature, and I tried taking her to the store with me, and I'd hide in the back while she was in the storage closet. And we realized this was not the dream. This is not how things were working out. And business is rough out there. Let's just put it that way. It's great to be a small business owner in some ways, and there's so much potential. And I can guarantee if you're a small business owner and you don't have a blog, you're missing out because you need that for your business. You want to also be able to branch out so that you're not stuck in business. If you're a small business owner, you are the chief cook and bottle washer. You're the janitor. You're there from the time that store opens, before the store opens, until way after it closes. I understand that. And that is not the freedom that my husband and I wanted when we had those stores. We were constantly running. We didn't see each other that often. And it just wasn't the dream. We were preaching, and in other network marketing companies, we talk, you're preaching the dream, but you're living the nightmare. Yes, it's awesome. Yes, the checks are big, 20, 30,000 a month. But if you had, if you have no life, what is good is the money? What good is that? It's nothing. The money doesn't mean anything if you don't have the freedom. And that's what attracted us so much to Empower Network, is not only is the money there, and it's really good. It was awesome to be able to bring in extra money while we were at the event. That was incredible. And, not only that, though, we have the ability. I'm with my kids. Sure, I'm in the hangout right now, but my kids are out doing their schoolwork. They're probably playing. But, I can join them right after this hangout. We can get back onto our schoolwork lessons. We homeschool. And so I couldn't do that in my traditional business. I have that freedom now, and I have the income to be able to stay home and do that. I don't have to leave my kids. I don't have to drop them off at daycare. I don't have to have all of the dilemmas that so many others have about, my kid's sick, but I have to find somebody to watch them. I can't take them to daycare because they don't want them at daycare when they're sick. There's so much more drama when you're either at a job or you're a business owner, you're trying to work through all these things. If you can simplify your life, which is what we're all about, have the money coming in, still keep things simple, and have the freedom. That's what it's all about.
Be home with your kids.
Awesome.
Link below.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I hope there's a lot of moms out there listening to this, because my experience was as a single mother, and I got into this business because I wanted to stay home with my son. And what wound up happening in the journey was I wound up with a full-time day job, a part-time weekend job, and a network marketing business. How that happened, I'll never know. I think I needed the extra. As a single parent, I needed the extra money with the extra job. But also having a network marketing business was like having another bill that I had to pay every month because I wasn't making any money. So obviously I was working all the time, sending my son off to whoever would take care of him when I was working day, night. I even did Tupperware at one time when I dragged him to Tupperware parties at other people's places. It just wasn't my idea of staying home with my son. And I went through a lot of ups and downs because of that when my son was growing up. He's 30 years old now, so my dreams have changed. My dreams are not about staying home. My why isn't about staying home with my son. My why is about being free to go and help other people and travel. But man, I'll never forget my first commission check I got from one MLM company that I was with. It was $60. And I was so excited. I was on the road to riches and being able to stay home with my son. Of course, that never happened, but a $60 check. And now, we can make $1,000 in a day from one product, $500 in a day. It's just like night and day. It's like night and day, and of course, we're not doing home parties. Everything's online now. A lot's changed in the last, 20 years or so. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Thing. Yeah.
Well, I'll share my story real quick because as I said, after I was divorced, I started going to school, but I also attended this home party that really intrigued me. I saw women having fun, and I was excited about the energy that the person doing the presentation had. She was on fire, and she made the women feel good, and she made it fun. And I thought, I like this. I like having that kind of impact on people, you know? Just changing their expressions, seeing the smiles come out and seeing, the guards come down. Well, you have to know that the party was a sex toy party. And I thought, why not? I've divorced. I've changed my life. Yeah, I should do this. So I did. I signed up to work with her. I met with her and I said, I'd really like to do this. I think I would enjoy it. And really it was more of what I experienced in that room when I watched the different women that just totally surprised me, that just, were having fun with this and excited about taking this home and having fun with their husbands and all. It was just, it was great. And I thought, I would really like that. But what ended up happening was, I ordered the starter kit and I got all these cool things. And I did one party, but I didn't get any training. I didn't get any support. It was like, here's your kit, go out and sell them and do good, and I had no clue what I was doing other than this is fun, you might like it, whatever. So, big shift from that, to Empower Network where, okay, here you go. Come in here. Now, this is how we do it. We're starting you out here. You get this product, and then you get this product, and you're going to learn. And we're right with you every step of the way because we want you to be successful. I think that business was just in order to sell the starter kits to women. I think that's where they made their money. Yeah. I ended up with a big box full of stuff. That was okay, but it was a good introduction into just helping people. That was a different way of doing it, but I like that. And that's what Empower has continued in me, that being able to help people feel good about themselves and to have fun in life and to live their dreams, that's what we got here. That's what we believe in, and that's what we know that you can do right along with us.
And thank God no home parties or hotel meetings.
Gosh, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, thank God.
Google Hangouts instead, yes. I love
we'll
technology.
Do Hangouts. Yeah, from all over we can do this from all over the world. It's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up. We have done this for an hour, and we honor your time. We thank you for coming here to spend this with us. Just a final goodbye from everybody, and we'll wrap it up.
Thank you for coming, and it's an honor to be sharing our vision and our dreams with you. Cheers.
Lena, you're on.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we're running towards freedom, the simple freedom, all right? So, again, I'm going to be putting the links below. I'm going to be putting Dee's Facebook page, Kimberly's, Trisha, and Bruce's, and also mine. So, just connect with us and make the decision. Make it today. You're never guaranteed tomorrow. That's the one thing that I really put emphasis on. When I talk to you guys, I talk to you to let you know that, hey, listen, guys, there is freedom out there. There are other ways to do this. So, we love you, and we will see you on the internet. We're faithful to you, and we believe in you.
Awesome.
Peace.
Love you, ciao, girls. Love you, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you on the inside.
See you on the inside.
Bye, girls.